Well, Aaron, of our two semifinal matches, this one probably has the greatest potential to be a war. Andy Roberts versus Cliff Swain, the hometown boy, versus a guy who's hungrier than he has been in a long time.
It sure does. And this, before Sudsy came up and took on the number one spot, these were the 1 and 2 guys. So they've got an established rivalry from way back when. I think we're going to see a lot of fireworks, a lot of tension, some real good intensity right from the start. And Andy is one of the more technical players on the tour. He's very game plan oriented. He's got tremendous power, but he's going to have a very defined game plan, so I'm real curious to see what he comes out with.
From time to time, he's had the game plan to defeat Cliff Swain, has he not?
I think over the last year or so, he's had control of their rivalry, although it's been real close. Slight edge to Andy over the last year, but Cliff is a tremendous big match player, and this is big match time right now, so we'll see if Cliff steps it up.
1-0 at this point for Cliff Swain. First game, we're playing best of 5 here in the semifinals. Memphis, Tennessee, the United States Open Racquetball Championship.
Side out, falls down.
Of course, that's what they say about Andy Roberts. If he gets a chance to get his feet set,
he's the best in the game.
Lights out.
Best in the game. I don't think anybody's going to dispute that. That's why a critical part of Cliff's game is going to have to be the serve. He's going to have to keep Andy off balance with the serve. This looks like we're in for some good stuff here, Tommy. These guys are coming out firing right from the start. Both of them look nice and relaxed, pumped up. I think we're going to see some good stuff right from the beginning. Back wall set up. Back wall set up again.
Cliff Swain so dominated the game throughout the decade of the 90s. It's the first year he hasn't been on top. And like we said, he's hungrier than ever than he has been in a long time.
No question. Anybody who thinks that the Sudsy era has been brought in and Cliff is going to relinquish the crown hasn't seen Cliff compete for the last several years.
Still 7-7, first game.
Good shot.
That's a great shot. That's not too bad a serve. It came off the back wall a little, but Cliff got it into the third wall like he likes to with that Z serve, and Andy just buried a pinch in that left corner.
7-7, Andy Roberts, the Memphis State Tiger. Now the University of Memphis, it's called.
Great shot.
Hard to stand in the middle with a guy that big, physical,
sure
isn't it?
And that's right where Andy wanted to do from the start. He wanted to control center court, and that was a rally that he got to control center court almost from the start.
Short serve, Andy. Service short. Sam.
You got to be arrested for robbery.
Service short.
Good serve.
7 plays 8.
What? That was a setup. He never cleared out of my way.
Andy, you initiated some of the contact there.
Initiated my tail. He stood there. I'm going on a direct path to the ball.
No, you didn't go on a direct path to the ball. You circled around, clear him out.
That's exactly my point. From here to there?
No, you didn't. You cut up front and you tried to push it back. You should have taken a direct path, which is feet on the backside.
I should have rolled it out.
Well, you should have done that.
That's a very fortunate foul for Cliff right there. Andy's point is very, very sound. Cliff missed his shot, wrapped it around to the third wall. Andy had plenty of time to set up, go for an offensive shot. Cliff never cleared and took away Andy's opportunity, and that really is the definition of an avoidable.
Great rally there, Tommy. Good gets by Cliff there, and Andy finishing it off Andy style there.
That's right. Now, Andy had some opportunities there that I'm sure he would have liked to have put away, but he hung in there and stayed control of the rally.
8-7, Andy Roberts here.
Good shot. Side out.
Great shot there by Cliff. Andy left the serve hanging, and when the quality plays high like this, boom, you get paid for it. They make you pay for it right away.
Point.
That's a tremendous shot. I mean, we're talking Andy hits a perfect missile down the line. Cliff on the full edged out dive hits a re-kill. That's a hard way to earn a point.
Oh.
Obviously, these guys are hitting the ball harder and more accurately, but their basic serve game plan is one that your average everyday player can really model. They're serving from the center or just off center and trying to hit the ball typically into the backhand corner, either by a drive or a Z, and then mixing up how they get it there. And that's just a good basic game plan for anybody to follow. That's a great get by Andy. That is unbelievable.
It just doesn't get any better, does it?
No.
Crowd in Memphis loves that. That is just terrific racquetball here. Cliff Swain just getting absolutely everything.
Unbelievable gets. And that shot that Andy finally hit it with was wallpaper against the left wall, and he just picked it clean and rolled out a pin shot.
10 plays 9.
Here we go, possible game point for Andy Roberts here in the first game of our semifinal match.
See if he goes straight heat down the right wall. That seems to be his favorite serve. Whoa. Ooh.
Point.
Wow.
First game, Andy Roberts, 11 points to 9.
I'll tell you one thing, he had me fooled with that serve, so I can see why he had Cliff fooled as well.
That was about as good a deception as you could possibly pull off. You saw Andy Roberts take game 1 of this semifinal match. He won game 2 as well, 11-4, but Cliff Swain got back in it with a win in game number 3. This is game 4 with Cliff Swain down to Roberts, 0-4.
Good get, but it gives a setup for Andy. Great angle. Tommy, that's a schooling right there.
Yeah.
I mean, tremendous athleticism by Cliff, but he has just given Cliff a tour of the court.
It's a perfect circle all the way around that court 2 times.
Cliff got to see the whole court that time and then some. He was left, right, and then almost to rub salt in the wound. Andy ended it with a beautiful, delicate little touch shot up on the right wall.
A little demoralizing no matter how long you played the game, right?
Once again, same thing. There's a good Z. Great get, but another setup. Skip ball.
Yeah.
That's just tremendous racquetball, but I don't know if Cliff can do that every rally. I mean, he is just surviving full out length dives just to stay in the rally, and then he may have been fortunate to win that at the end because Andy covered that ball. Great get. Great racquetball, crucial time, 2 great players just hitting great shots and great gets. I've only seen at this level one guy come back from 10-0 down,
10,
and that was Drew
0.
Kostick back in 1992 in Stockton against Ruben Gonzalez in the tiebreaker. Maybe Cliff needs to backtrack to thoughts of Drew's comeback in order to hang in there.
I would venture to say nobody's ever done it against Andy Roberts.
Set up.
Andy Roberts